that as soon as we get it. But next we move on over to the Middle East, where the Israeli military announced that approximately 480,000 Palestinians have fled southward from Gaza City since late August. This mass movement comes as Israel intensifies its ground offensive, aiming to capture Gaza City, the territory's largest urban centre. The United Nations had estimated around 1 million people lived in and around Gaza City at the end of August, and the ongoing conflict has forced nearly half of the population to relocate in search of safety amid escalating military operations. Let's have a look at what some of the displaced Palestinians had to say.
طلعنا من الزيتونة ورحنا على نابلسي. من نابلسي الطيارة زعقت هذا الكابتر اطلعوا على الجنوب. أين جينا عندنا 3 أيام واحنا بالسيارة مش ملاقيين وسع. أين نصبنا في الشارع وقعدنا. فيش حدا مطلع لنا. الضرب والخبط والهذا ها بدنا نطلع. مش عارف وين آخرتها يودونا. هذه مش حياة هذه. والله يا عمي ما هي حياة هذه موت.
الشارع دشرنا اراضينا ودورنا وحالنا كله اتدمر وقع علينا. كنا في مدارس والمدارس وقعت علينا. طلعنا من تحت الموت. ذنبه ايش هذا؟ احنا خشينا 7 اكتوبر ولا احنا حماس ولا ايش؟ افهم مين فينا حماس تطلع ومين فينا حماس؟ الاطفال هذول ذنبهم هذول حماس برضه ذنبهم الاطفال هيك تشردوا معانا. ضاعت حياتهم وضاعت تعليمهم بس بفكروا الصبح بالحطب بالميه بس هي التفكير اللي احنا فيه. هي اللي عشنا عشانه بس.
Civilians in Gaza City. As we've said, 480 people have now known to have fled. That's around half of the population of Gaza City. How does Israel assess the proportionality of the damage it is doing here, especially when the Israeli defense minister is using the language like it is going to use unprecedented force, like it's going to set Gaza on fire when the humanitarian toll is so large coming out of the Gaza Strip?
Let's put it this way. Hamas has turned all of Gaza basically into coochie tunnels of military proportion. When Israel went into Gaza, it aimed to end the periodic wars that Hamas would start. Every single ceasefire that has been in place since 2009 has been violated by Hamas. So this is about ending Hamas's complete control, and the only way to do it is to go in with force. So this is more than just proportional. This is the only way to do things. Should we leave 400,000 people in Gaza City to be human shields for Hamas? I think that we should, if you want to talk about any sort of genocide, it's the Hamas genocide.
John, Israel violated the ceasefire back in March, which of course ended the hostage exchanges that we had seen previously and resumed the fighting. Of course, that the tunnels are come out of Israeli statements. We do know that there are tunnels under Gaza. However, how many there are is very much the Israelis because there is no international press let inside Gaza. Of course, John, what can we expect from this offensive? How is Israel ensuring it is meeting these obligations when it comes to international law? And how are you seeing Israel fees on the world stage when it comes to its image and how it's dealing with that?
We talk about Hamas's abiding by international law. There's an extensive tunnel all over Gaza City, under apartment buildings, under schools, under hospitals, in violation of international law. The existence of those military tunnels under the 1949 Geneva Convention negates any protection that they would enjoy under conventional laws of war. I mean, Hamas talks in its propaganda about its use of human shields. So I think that by moving these civilians out of the way is the best thing we can do to ensure that the obligations. As far as Israel was concerned, the ceasefire was predicated on Hamas not dragging its feet and releasing all the hostages. How hard is that? I mean, Hamas doesn't have an accounting of the hostages that it took, and it took the hostages to be human shields.
Okay, John, thank you very much for joining us. Pleasure having you on the programme. As always, we now stay in the region next, but move over to the occupied West Bank, where Israeli forces have struck down a building in the village of Surda near Ramallah, firing an Indirga missile at what they claimed was a hideout for Palestinian suspects. The military later announced the arrest of a terrorist cell accused of firing rockets in the region. Meanwhile, Israel shut the crucial Allenby Bridge crossing to Jordan after a driver bringing aid from Jordan killed 2 Israeli soldiers. The Jordan River crossing is also closed, with the Rabin crossing remaining open only for workers. Now we move on to another major development of the day.